started to close our minds, always being attached to limit our possibilities in life because we think that having a normal and a boring life is enough, but we never wanted to look for more, right? Or do you think that giving more of yourself will get you more tired? Well, let me ask you something. Why don't you really want to discover what you're really capable of? Or why do you think that doing the most simple things for yourself is enough? Well, that questions made me think about the person I don't want to be. A normal and a boring person. Of course, based on stereotypes. We need to be really conscious about how our actions impact in our future life and how can we apply our potential in it. And that's what I want to be. An innovative person that has her own vision of the world and try to discover it. And of course, I want to introduce first the society impact because I think it's a really important part to understand and start for this topic. And first of all, I want to start talking about my uncomfortability with these things. That there's some people that want to change the same dreams, the same goals as other people. And I can't understand this because even if there's some people that has a lot of dreams, a lot of riches, we couldn't understand how can we get ours. So that's, I think, that the best for us is to try to find ourselves, to find our goals in life, and not trying to follow others. When I see all people around me, I ask myself, why am I not enough? Or even if I do all I can to change people's mind, what I can't. And it's really simple to understand and to answer this question. It's because I'm only one person in a whole billion world, that's 7 billion of people. And that's like impossible to me to change today to another this understanding of people. Okay, so for this, I started to question, or I started to think that these questions that I have now as a student, these questions have the same people that they consider innovative persons. For example, we can include Bill Gates, we can include Malala, we can include, I don't know, the creator of Apple. And so if you see and if you think about these questions, you're going to see that there's some people that have the same thoughts as you. Okay, so I think that our world is full of surprises. So because we're the most complex thing to understand in this world because we're humans. And as humans, we want to discover more and more about ourselves. And I think that that's our principal essence and the strongest one, to discover new things. Because that's what we can do. Because we discovered the science, we discovered outside our world, the ocean, the animals. We never knew about this. But when we started to seeing and discovering these new things, we said like, wow, there's a whole world between us. And that's amazing. But we never want to discover inside of us. Okay. So I want to now touch this social rejection. First of all, we need to know what's a social rejection. But I'm going to take like discrimination. Okay, discrimination is when you have like injustice treatment about some people only because of their differences, or for example, you think that that person is not normal. And we need to like understand that the innovative persons that wanted to change the mind of so many people, they couldn't understand it. And that's why they were rejected by the society. Because we as a society, we couldn't understand in that moment what they want to transmit. So these innovative persons started to think, how can I change the people's mind? Or how can we apply my knowledge to them? And how can I transmit it in a whole world? So that's why there's some people that with only little actions, they could change a whole vision. And that's what I want to try to do with you. That's what I want to try to transmit to you. That you can open your minds and try to be different, even if people laugh at you, even if people like talk back to you. Okay, so it happens to me. I want to be different, I want to have my own vision of the world, but every time when I transmit this, I started to think that people laugh at me, or when I do only a little action that is considered like rare, the people started to laugh at me because I I started to do things that they couldn't understand in that moment. Okay, so I'm now going to pass. Okay. So I'm now going to pass into my personal experience in this. I already told about how can I feel about this, but now I want to talk about my future life. Okay, as students, we have to have our own dreams and we need to find a career in life. And especially me because I'm passing to high school. Okay, so when I started to think, what can I study? Or what am I going to be in the future life? When I was little, I wanted to be like caring animals. I love animals. But then I started to think, that's not good enough for me. And then when I was really little, I started to think, I want to study everything, like everything. It could be like arts, music, it could be, I don't know, sports. I wanted to do everything. And that's when I get into a conclusion. I can't do anything because our society is structured to do only one thing. For example, we have doctors, we have veterinarians, we have nurses, we have policies, but we never have like, this career to do everything because society is already structured and we can change it. And so I started to think, what can I study even if society limits my possibilities in life? And then I started to think, okay, so I'm going to find a career that transmits what I want to do. And I remember that I was in 7th grade of secondary, and I started to think, okay, so I need to try everything, and then started to enter into some academies in school. For example, we have Noon, I already practiced Taekwondo, I already practiced chess, I already practiced everything I can, I already have good grades, but I started to think, what it's going to be in my life? And then I started to think, okay, I enter into a whole new world that opens my vision about these things. And it's robotics. Okay, so I'm going to let you think. Robotics, it's only like machines that work for people, machines that can replace us in the future, but we never think more of that. Even if their robots are only machines that follows orders of people, we never try to see more than that. Okay, when I tried to open this world for robotics, I started to think, okay, a robot can do anything you want. It could do art, it could do sports, it could do like mental games, it could do everything. So I started to think, okay, so that is the more thing that like, this is the more thing that I think that I can be equipped. Because robots are not only, well, I already told it, that are not only machines, because with this you can practice more and more about your knowledge. So I think that this career is going to explode my possibilities in life. And not only this career, because I can do all things in my life, not only robots, I can do more sports, I can do everything when I grow up. So I think for the best for you, the public that is hearing me, you need to really know what you really want to do. You really need to like open your vision, find yourself, not others. Because others, they're not going to tell you what you want to do. And you're the only person that's going to say, okay, I can explore my mind, I can see visions, try new things, because trying new things is the best for you. Because even if you limit yourself, you can like just see a whole vision of the world and for yourself. For yourself, not for others. And well, like finishing this TED Talk, I want to like invite you to try new things. Well, I already told it. Try new things, try new goals. I want you to invite you to do some things that you never thought you could. So that's my conclusion for you. And thank you so much for your attention.